Admiral Kexathera's mandibles clicked in satisfaction as the massive hegemony dreadnought Infinite Dominion dropped out of hyperspace above the human colony world of New Carthage. The ship stretched nearly 3 kilometers from bow to stern, bristling with enough firepower to glass a planet. Its hull plates bore the scars of 100 conquered worlds, each mark a testament to the hegemony's inexorable expansion across the galaxy. "Sensors detect minimal orbital defenses," reported the tactical officer, his 4 eyes blinking in sequence. "A few automated platforms, some civilian traffic, no major military presence." Kexathera's inner jaws parted in what passed for a smile among her species. The hegemony had been expanding for millennia, crushing every civilization that dared resist. These humans were young, barely having achieved faster-than-light travel a century ago. They would learn, as all others had, that resistance was futile. "Open a channel to the planetary government," she commanded. "Let them—" "Admiral," the sensor operator interrupted, his voice tight with confusion. "Contact bearing 37 Mark 12, small vessel emerging from the planet's shadow." On the main display, a sleek shape resolved into view. Compared to the Infinite Dominion, it was laughably small, perhaps 200 meters long, with clean lines and an almost organic curve to its hull. The ship's designation appeared on screen: UHSF Relentless Corvette class. Kexathera's laugh was a harsh, chittering sound. A single Corvette? This is their response to the mightiest warship in the hegemony fleet? The human vessel broadcast on standard frequencies. The voice that emerged was calm, almost conversational. "Hegemony vessel, this is Captain Sarah Chen of the United Human Space Force. You are in violation of neutral space. Withdraw immediately or face the consequences." The bridge crew erupted in laughter. Even the normally stoic weapon officers allowed themselves amused clicks and whistles. A Corvette threatening a dreadnought was like an insect challenging a mountain. "Human," Kexathera replied. "Your vessel is outmassed by more than 50 to 1. Your weapons cannot possibly penetrate our armor. Surrender now, and your death will be swift." There was a pause. Then Captain Chen's voice returned, and there was something in her tone. Not fear, not bravado, but a kind of weary professionalism that made Kexathera's skin crawl. "Admiral, I'm going to give you one more chance. The hegemony has never fought humans before. You don't understand what you're dealing with. Leave, now." "Destroy them," Kexathera snarled. The Infinite Dominion's primary batteries swiveled toward the tiny Corvette. Plasma cannons that could vaporize a city block charged with deadly energy. The firing solution was perfect. There was nowhere for the human ship to run. The weapons fired, and the human Corvette simply wasn't there anymore. "Where did it go?" Kexathera demanded, her claws digging into her command chair's armrests. It's moving," the sensor officer stammered. "Acceleration curves are impossible. It's pulling over 300 gravities, but our scans show no inertial dampening fields. How are the crew even surviving?" The Relentless danced through space like a thing alive, moving in ways that violated everything the hegemony knew about physics and engineering. It spiraled around the dreadnought's firing arcs, too fast and too unpredictable to track. "All batteries, continuous fire," Kexathera roared. "Saturate the area." The space around the Corvette erupted in plasma and energy beams. The Infinite Dominion's weapons could level continents, and they all focused on one small ship. Yet somehow, impossibly, the human vessel wove between the destruction like a dancer avoiding raindrops. Then it fired back. The Relentless's weapons were tiny compared to the dreadnoughts, mere pinpricks of light against the massive vessel. But where they struck, the Infinite Dominion's shields didn't just fail. They collapsed entirely. Sections of armor plating that had withstood supernovas cracked and peeled away like dead skin. "Impossible," breathed the tactical officer. "Those are kinetic rounds, simple metal projectiles. Our shields should stop them easily." But Kexathera was beginning to understand. The rounds weren't just metal. They were moving at a significant fraction of light speed. The sheer kinetic Energy was tearing through their defenses like they were made of paper. Another volley from the Corvette, and the dreadnought's port weapon array exploded in a chain reaction of secondary detonations. The massive ship shuddered like a wounded beast. "How?" Kexithara whispered. Captain Chen's voice crackled over the comm, and now there was something almost sad in it. "We tried to warn you, Admiral. Humans have been fighting each other for our entire existence. When we finally reached the stars and found peace among ourselves, we thought our warrior days were over, but we kept our weapons, and we kept our skills, because the universe is a dangerous place." The Relentless completed another impossible turn, its hull glowing with heat from atmospheric friction, except they were in vacuum. The ship was moving so fast it was generating its own physics-defying phenomena. "Your dreadnought is built for fighting civilized species," Chen continued. "Races that follow sensible rules of engagement, that build sensible weapons with sensible limitations. We're not sensible, Admiral. We're humans. We strap ourselves into tin cans and fire ourselves at our enemies at speeds that should kill us. We build weapons that violate common sense because common sense never won a war." Another barrage from the Corvette. This time, the rounds punched clean through the dreadnought's core, venting atmosphere and coolant into space. The great ship's lights flickered as power systems failed. 30,000 crew aboard your ship," Chen said, her voice now gentle. "I can kill them all right now. One more volley into your reactor core and you become a brief star. But I'm human, which means I'm also capable of mercy. Strike your colors, Admiral. End this." Kexithara looked around her ruined bridge. Half her crew were dead or dying and her mighty warship was crippled. A single human corvette had done what entire fleets had failed to accomplish. I surrender," she whispered. "Good choice," Captain Chen replied. "Prepare to receive our aid teams. We'll get your wounded to our medical facilities." As rescue shuttles launched from the Relentless, Kexithara realized the most terrifying thing of all. The humans hadn't sent their most powerful warship to face the hegemony's greatest dreadnought. They had sent one of their smallest. The galaxy was about to learn why you don't pick fights with Deathworld primates who had spent millennia perfecting the art of creative violence. The hegemony's age of expansion had just come to an abrupt and very painful end. Humanity had officially arrived on the galactic stage, and they had announced themselves in the only language the universe understood: overwhelming, impossible, undeniably human force. The stars themselves seemed to shiver in anticipation of what would come next.